What if I told you the biggest threat to the global economy right now isn't inflation? It's a man-made virus called Donald 25. No, it's not biological, it's economic. And it's sweeping across supply chains, markets, and your wallet. In early May 2025, analysts at several top financial firms started using a chilling metaphor, Donald 25. They compared the impact of President Trump's renewed tariff onslaught to a pandemic rapid, contagious, and disruptive. Here's how it works overnight. U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods jumped as high as 145%. Items from electronics to textiles flowing freely were suddenly quarantined by customs duties. Factories in China slowed or halted production when orders dried up. Southeast Asian hubs scrambled to pick up the slack, but capacity is limited. Stock markets wavered. Commodity prices crashed. Shipping rates soared. Within days, economists warned of a recession spike, akin to a second wave of COVID-19 economic shutdowns. Thus, Donald 25 was born, a label for the cascading fallout from aggressive trade barriers. Let's look at how this virus has spread. In the United States, consumer goods from Shein, Temu, AliExpress now carry eye-watering markups. Small businesses relying on Chinese inputs face sudden cost hikes in China. Export-driven provinces report factory closures. PMI dipped below 48. Local governments scramble with stimulus only to find limited fiscal room. In Southeast Asia, Vietnam and Malaysia see a temporary bump in orders, but shipping bottlenecks and labor shortages cap gains. Cambodia and Myanmar, dependent on Chinese parts, suffer deeper disruptions. In Europe, German carmakers warn of part shortages. Retailers brace for higher spring-summer fashion prices on global markets. Copper and oil prices tumbled on demand fears. Bond yields fell as investors sought safe havens. Each new tariff tranche acts like a super spreader event, amplifying cost push. Inflation and choking trade flows. We've seen trade wars before. What makes this one different? Scale, speed. Past tariff hikes were measured and negotiated over months. Donald 25 hit within days, leaving no time for businesses to adapt. Breadth of coverage this time. It's not just steel and aluminum. It's consumer electronics, clothing, auto parts, basically everything in your home. Psychological panic. Businesses aren't just adjusting prices, they're pausing orders entirely. That uncertainty breeds hoarding, panic buying, and further shortages. Feedback loop. Higher consumer prices lead to lower demand, factory slowdowns, job cuts, and even less demand. It's a vicious cycle, just like an epidemic curve. Is there a cure? Economists suggest several vaccines, targeted relief for small businesses, temporary credits or duty waivers for import-dependent SMS could ease the shock while broader negotiations continue. Rapid supply chain diversification incentivize shifting some production to India, Mexico, or Eastern Europe. Habit diversification takes time. Negotiated tariff rollbacks. Real negotiations, not just press releases. Both sides would need credible commitments to reverse some duties. Global coordination, similar to coordinating vaccine distribution. G20 economies could agree on phased tariff reductions. A coordinated trade stimulus could jumpstart cross-border flows. But each vaccine faces political hurdles, domestic pressures for protection versus the need for open markets. Donald 25 is more than a catchy phrase. It's a warning. Trade policy can spread disruption faster than any virus, and recovery will require deliberate, coordinated cures. What can you do? Stay informed on supply chain shifts. Diversify your own investments beyond China-centric stocks. Watch for policy signals out of Washington and Beijing. If you want in-depth charts, expert interviews, and weekly updates on Donald 25, hit subscribe on Realconomy Brief, because in this new era of economic contagion, knowledge is your best vaccine.